Have you been looking for one of those sexy 407 comp optics for your pistol? Well, we have got the deal for you. NotAnotherShootingShow.com/407comp. Great deal on a 407 comp. You have to go to the website and add it to cart to find out what the deal is. Go to NotAnotherShootingShow.com/407comp.
This week on Not Another Shooting Show.
I was trying to make spaghetti last night, and when it was ready,
Someone's got to put on a match because I'm not going to.
God damn it, you fucking bitch.
He's Jeff King. I'm Andy Erickson. This is Not Another Shooting Show. We go to Scotts Bluff, Nebraska, where the Scotts Bluff Police Department had a hell of a day on Saturday. Thank you, Vince, for sending me this story. After a dog accidentally shot someone with a shotgun.
excellent.
Mm-hmm. Officers were called to the shortstop. What an apropos name for a convenience store. The shortstop on Avenue I after receiving a report that a person had been shot by a BB gun. While they were on their way, they were informed that the incident involved a shotgun. Upon arrival, officers found a truck with an attached camper. The passenger side door panel of the vehicle had taken damage consistent with a shotgun blast. According to Scotts Bluff Police, the owner of the truck had pulled into the convenience store while the passenger was standing near the front passenger side door. A dog in the back seat moved from one side of the vehicle to the other, and it triggered the shotgun that had a live round in the chamber. At the time of the gunfire, a woman was stopped at the traffic light on Avenue I with her arm resting out of the window. One pellet from the shotgun blast struck her in the upper right arm. This is the best part of the story. Her injury was not believed to be life-threatening.
Well, that's good.
the one pellet from... I just started laughing. The one pellet got her. A family member... She and a family member were transported to a regional medical center for treatment, I guess. Maybe it did get her good. I don't know. Matter remains under investigation. But it's not the first time I've heard of a dog setting off a shotgun before.
Yeah, there's actually a guy on Reddit that posted about a similar thing. And the biggest problem we have is that there's a book about how to talk to your cat about gun safety, but there's no book about how to talk to your dog about gun safety.
This is true. I forgot about that. Yeah, we need to talk to the dogs about it. It's very important that we talk about the gun safety. No, pheasant hunters, hunting with bird dogs. If you set the thing down and if it's a crossbolt safety and they get their paw on it, kaboomy things can happen. But
kaboomy things can happen.
Kaboomy things, yeah. I kind of like that new term I just made up on the fly. Anyway, we have a guest this week, so I'm going to do this now. Patreon.com/NotAnotherShootingShow. It is only $3.57 a month. You'll get all of the second episode every single week. Instead of just getting 10, 15 minutes, you'll get all hour and 45 or whatever we did last time. It got long. It was a little loaded last time as well. I was kind of obnoxious and wouldn't let Jeff tell a simple story. On our Reddit, NASS, r/NASS on Reddit, MW Activewear, the finest jerseys you can get for your match. Great Plains section is June 6th and 7th. It's still sold out, but the wait list is turning over. I need to clear some people out who aren't responding to me. Cornhusker Classic also sold out, but wait list might work. That match is farther away, so you got better odds there. Rushmore State Championship, July 11th and 12th in Rapid City. Cops match near Des Moines, charity match with the mulligans and all that fun stuff you can screw your buddies with. July 26th at Ankeny Hikes. Illinois section is August 15th and 16th in Havana, Illinois, and Minnesota section August 29th and 30th at Forest Lake. Also, on our website, NotAnotherShootingShow.com, which, by the way, looks like shit, you can go buy yourself a 407 comp red dot. I just got in a bunch of them the other day. I was able to get my hands on a bunch. So there will at least be some still available when this drops. I should still have some available for sure, but I'm going to guarantee there's at least a few when this podcast episode drops. So if you go to notanothershoodingshow.com. There's a link. There'll be a link on there that says 407 comp, and it's the best deal you will find out there on the interweb. I can't tell you how much though, because rules and things. But add to cart, you'll get the best price on it. Heidi got one a couple weeks ago. That's our guest this week. Well, how's that for a segue? A customer of mine is on the show. She bought a 407 comp and had it delivered. Was your delivery guy worth a shit?
Yeah, he was pretty good. I think he may have tampered with the box. He said it was really nice dot, so I'm guessing he looked at it.
Okay. Well, Heidi Wullschleger is our guest this week. Thanks for doing the show again.
No problem.
Did the same thing we did last year when you came up for the dark match, sent the microphone down, and, well, at some point we'll do it. And it was like trying to get my wife to go out on the first date. Hey, Heidi, can you do the show on this week? No, I can't. I'm flying. Okay, well, how about this date? Could you do it that day? No, I can't. I'm flying. And I'm like, God damn it, can you just tell me which weekend you can? And then she did without me having to ask again. Because that's how my first date with my wife happened. I had to ask her, and she wouldn't just give me the alternative. I kept asking for days like I was throwing darts, and it was kind of wild. But so you're kind of knocking on the door of M-Class, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm close. I think I'm like 83-ish% right now. So, I mean, if I could get another decent classifier or two, it'd get pretty close to bumping me up.
And we found out just before the show a good reason why you might not be there. Like, you could have been there sooner.
Yeah, it's possible, yeah. I thought I was in a rut. Like, all my local matches have been pretty garbage all over the winter. I've been practicing. I thought, I should be getting better, but I'm getting worse. What's going on? So we had a Wednesday night hit factor match a couple weeks ago, and on one stage there was a couple 25-yard targets and a popper out there. I couldn't hit the popper to save my life, and I had a mic on each of the 25-yard targets. Then I called good shots, so after the match, went out and zeroed, put 5 shots, put a pacer in the middle of a USPSA target, shot 5 shots off the bench, 2 hit the paper.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. That sounds like my 10 millimeter ammo.
Yeah, it sounds exactly like that. So I went out again the next day with some blazer, and I put 5 shots in a quarter size hole.
Oh,
so
it's not the gun, it's not you.
It's my crappy ammo.
Yeah. Well, do you have any idea what's causing it?
I'm going to try a different bullet. So I'm guessing, because it's the same weight bullet as the blazer, but it's the brass monkeys. I don't know if my gun just doesn't like them or what, because I tried 2 different powders and they were both the same way.
Huh. They're those white ones?
Yeah.
I know quite a few people that use those.
Yeah,
that's
so
really weird.
And they seem to shoot well for them, so I don't know.
Some guns like some bullets, some like the others.
Yeah.
Is there a possibility of you doing what I did, over crimping the ever-loving shit out of them?
They seem to be pretty reasonably crimped. I haven't pulled any out, but just looking at them, it doesn't look like they're too crazy crimped. But that is a possibility.
Okay, that's the only thing I can think of, because I've never tried them, but I know lots of people who use them successfully. So, that's crazy. But have you done reloading? Because you've been shooting a long time. You're just done USPSA for like the last 6-7 years or whatever.
Yeah.
Were you reloading before that too? With other stuff?
No, I started loading everything about that same time, because I started loading for my lever action stuff at the same time as well. And that stuff's accurate as heck. So
you're capable of loading good ammo.
I can load good ammo. I just haven't been.
Well, I have an ammo story as well, because my janky cheap ass pulled bullets that I ordered, that I'm like, this is the way to go. I'm so happy with it, because I had the first couple thousand I had ordered were great. I couldn't even tell why these were blems or what possibly could be the problem. And then the one time I ordered 10,000 of one of the things that was available, they were heinously overcrimped by whatever machine made these. And some of them are okay. Some of them are still like full spec 355 diameter. And some of them, where the cannular was crimped into the thing, is like 340 in diameter. Like, we're almost down to like a 32 caliber bullet at that point. So experiment, and this is strictly going to be practice ammo. I am not going to try to shoot this shit in matches, but I have I have like 30 rounds I loaded, and it's all different widths. And I was messing with the cedar die and the crimp die, and also the bell for the powder, so it just doesn't bell it as wide, because some of the bullets would just fall right through. And it's like, okay, well, that one's not going to shoot. It's so stupid, but like I have this. They were only $500, but it's like I can't just not shoot 10,000 bullets.
Correct.
I'm invested at this point.
It feels wasteful.
Yeah, I don't know if this falls into the sunk cost fallacy or not, but it feels like it does. So I haven't tested them yet, but I too have been on a streak of shit ammo. I did figure out what the actual problem was with my 10 millimeter though. For me, I didn't realize it until I was at Shields looking at Barry's bullets. The bullets I was shooting were extreme, but they're plated bullets. I'm sure someone who works at Barry's would say they're not the same thing. Well, as far as I could tell, at a 9 millimeter, they are. Those plated 40 cal bullets are really only meant to go up to 1,250 feet per second. And the 10 millimeters were at or above 1,250 feet per second. So I have a feeling that was the main problem.
Oh, yeah. I use those in my 357. I got to keep them like at 1,100 feet per second so they don't go bad.
Barry's makes a 357 bullet that's thicker that can go up to like 1,500 feet a second, because I have some of those. That doesn't help me with my 10 millimeter, but they do. Like in some of them, they will make a thicker plating for the bullets just so they can handle the velocity and the rifling and all that. But no, it was sort of like, oh, I should have thought of that as being part of the problem, because FMJs, like the gold dot reloading bullets I put through it, like they're great, you know. So anyway, okay. Whoa. Jeff had so we had a heading for you, because when we have a guest, there's always certain things we want to ask our guest. And Jeff had keyboard vomit. So I'm going to let Jeff just start reading his keyboard vomit.
Right. So, Heidi, you're knocking on M class. So you've been practicing a little bit.
Yeah.
Do you prefer solo practicing or our group, like the gang's group practices?
I like the gang's group practices unless I'm trying to work on like one specific thing, and then I feel like if I'm going to try and do that, I'm going to be in everybody's way. So I guess it depends upon what I'm trying to work on for the day. If I'm working on one particular thing, I'll go by myself. But if I'm just working general like stages, movement, whatever, then I like the group.
Have you ever given the Heisman to the group because you need to practice on your one thing and you're just like, no, guys, I'm not practicing with you. I'm going over to Bay 2.
So I have a weird schedule. So if I'm going to practice by myself, I usually just go out at like 12:30 or 1 in the afternoon when everybody else is at work. Oh,
so you don't have to have that awkward conversation,
right?
Yeah. If you ever do want to train, I am free most of those days.
Nice.
So, training with the group, who's the best training partner and who's the worst training partner?
Oh, I love this.
That's a good question.
I'm gonna just guess and say Steven is both.
That could work. That could check out. Yeah. I guess none of the guys I ever practiced with have been bad. They've all been pretty good. Everybody does their thing, pastes their thing, moves on to the next person. It flows pretty well. So I got no complaints.
Well, is there a point? Have you guys ever had the group get too big for one bay?
There's some times where there's maybe like 4 of us there and you're waiting around a lot more than you are actually shooting. So at that point, yeah, it probably would be better to split up.
Yeah, because for me, like my answer to the question, my worst training partner was Joel. His critiquing style and my ego did not go well together. And Lane was my best training partner because he just had a very straightforward way of going, so you gonna do that one better or are you ending on that shit? And you're like, yep, I'll go again, thank you.
So why isn't your ego offended by Lane?
So part of it is that I view, to quote the Animal Kingdom, I view Lane as the more superior person of the task.
So I'm regretting asking this question. Got it. Okay.
No, well, the other side is that, like, one of the ways Joel tried to correct me was I, like, got done shooting because we just set up our little stage or whatever. I got done shooting, and his way of critiquing that, according to him, I had too much tension in my shoulders was to walk up behind me while I had the gun still out and slap me on my traps. And I was like, do not hit me. Like, that I'm not the person for that. So Lane normally just does it with mockery and derision. Physical correction does not go well for me.
You're the last person I would smack. Well, actually, no. Lane is the last person I would smack, and you're second to last. But
that's fair. That's completely fair.
Yeah.
So, Heidi, how are we going to improve the mental game?
So I thought I made some pretty
You're not
good
going to
progress.
ask the rest of that question, Jeff?
And is it cutwater margaritas? Yes.
No.
Correct.
The rest of it says you can land a plane but not shoot a stage. You're such a dick.
There are moments where I'm like, Heidi is a highly accomplished person who handles very high stress situations. And then she shoots a stage and you're like, why did you do that? What the fuck is going on?
You fucking bitch.
Yes.
Well, for the record, at that match at Northwoods, I was working on a couple things I was focusing on, so I wasn't shooting it like I wasn't treating it like a major match. So that's part of why I fell down twice in that match.
Oof.
Ow.
Oh, that'll ruin a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I fell down. What is it about that range? I fell down there too. I ate shit
mine
at
was
Northwoods
just
last year.
tripping over fault lines like an idiot. So
I tripped over my shoelaces. The
So
cleat problems.
it's not even the ranger's fault at that point.
No, it was total cleat problems.
I
That's when I learned you have to tuck the laces.
Yep. That's a good tip. So,
But no, I want to ask more about this because this is part of my biggest issue right now is mental diarrhea while shooting a stage. Where does it go wrong for you, Heidi? I'm just curious because, like, for me, it goes wrong when I'll practice a thing, like I'll visualize a thing over and over and over, and then, like, I'm doing what you're supposed to do, and then for some reason, when the beep happens, like today at the match, there was 4 targets of the first part, 2 on the left, 2 on the right. You're kind of going down an alleyway, and I was going to do left, right, left, because it just flowed the best way. Plus, I was going to go to the left afterwards. And instead, I went left, right. Shit, I'm going the wrong way. Fuck. Forgot to reload. By the time I get there, I'm like basically doing a standing reload. And it's like that kind of stuff. Like, how does it go wrong for you when the mental thing pops up?
well, as Jeff can probably attest, when I'm extremely sleep deprived, I can think I've got a great stage plan, and it's just really not there. But I think the thing I've been noticing most about me lately is I'll have a good stage plan, but I'm missing my positions, and so then I gotta do that little like hop back, and then after you do that, kind of I lose my focus on the rest of it, and the rest of it kind of goes downhill. So
that's my, like, when the screw up happens, because that same thing happened to me on the stage today. Like, I lost focus after that. I had to reload, and then I actually just watched the video right before we all got online tonight, and yeah, I was basically to the shooting area before I started my reload, and I wanted to be shooting as soon as my feet were hitting that shooting area. So yeah.
Can I give a tip here?
Yes, I think we both could use it.
Yes. So the way I break down my stage is it's basically chunks of tasks. So I know at task 1, I'm dealing with these 3 targets. When I get to task 2, if I fuck up something about task 2, what helps me is, okay, task 2 got fucked up. Now I'm going to task 3 and I'm going to do task 3. So whatever happened between those 2 doesn't matter. It's like if there's 4 positions or four tasks, I try to leave task 2 in task 2 and go to task 3, task 4, and do those like they were meant to be done, and not let the thought of task 2's failure apply to the future. So
that sounds like a wonderful idea.
That is a great idea. I'm going to try to steal that.
I'm going to.
I was helpful.
I'm going to forget to apply it when the bad thing happens.
Correct. And so, like, Heidi, have we ever walked stages together?
I think in the same vicinity, I guess.
Yeah, because Andy first walked stages with me at Kansas, and he learned that my system is very, very different than everybody else's. I kind of walk up to a stage and go, yep, I'll do that there, that there. Okay, now I'm going to the next one. And he's like, wait, what? No, we're still doing the thing. And I'm like, no, that's fine. Like, I'm done.
No,
here.
he ended up getting like 2 stages ahead of me, and I'm like, there's still shit I want to look at here. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, and that's basically what it is I go, okay, I'm thinking back to the stage that Andy missed the target on.
Wait, which one?
At Kansas in the
which one?
their 100-yard bay, like
the big one. Yeah.
The one where you started
where I was sundowning.
Yes, I'm glad we taught you that term. And yeah, I was like, okay, draw, do the thing, go back to the back right. Okay, in the back right, I do this, cool, and then go to the middle, do the thing. That's the part Andy forgot.
I just ran by it.
Right, and then go over, do the thing, go forward, do the thing, go to the left, do the thing. And so like that's what helps me. But to continue on the mental game part of it, what would you consider to be your best mid-stage or mid-match tantrum? Because me and Andy's we had our epic tantrums on the same day at the same match. So,
I think on the same stage, wasn't it?
It was Bay 5.
Oh no, mine was on Bay 2 or 3.
Yeah, where I tried to put my magazine through one of the walls. But do you have an epic crash out?
Oh man, mine are all mostly verbal, as you guys have heard recently. But
God damn it, you fucking bitch!
I've been known to tomahawk a mag or two into the ground after a malfunction.
I threw a mag
mostly
today.
at locals. That's where I seem to have most of my issues because I'm using shitty ammo. But
so you're getting to the point where you are, M class, high A class, like you're a good shooter. Do you think there will be a time where locals stop providing value to you?
Maybe in the future. I don't know. Since I have to be out of the state for half of the month, any chance I get to have stages that are already built and I can go run stages I find value in, even if it is just a small local. So if I do, I'm still a ways away from that. I think I still get a lot of enjoyment out of them and can still work on things, even if I'm not like trying to win the match, which I'm usually not. I'm usually working on speed or working on shooting on the move or something else and just incorporating it into a stage situation. And I get multiple stages set up that I don't have to set up or set up all of them anyway. And it's a good opportunity to work on stuff.
You're bringing that up again, Jeff, and I still. Even though I shot like shit today, I had a good time.
Good.
And was on a great squad, except for
except for Kian, that motherfucker.
No, he wasn't even there today. There were these 2 really old guys. One guy, his gun would not run. He was shooting L10 with a single stack in 45, and they would not run.
Ugh.
And the other guy had I don't know what he was shooting, but his dot was definitely zeroed about 6 inches right of where he was aiming, because every target he shot, the bullets were on the right half of the target always, and every popper or plate he missed was always way off to the right. And I was watching his gun. He wasn't like yanking it and pushing it that violently. It was like that gun was not zeroed. And so they're both each running stages in like a minute plus.
Ugh.
Yeah. And another sold out match for Sioux Falls Practical Shooters. And so we were full. I mean, granted, we only had 12. It wasn't like they were we had over 12, so it was still reasonable. And then there was actually a problem on a stage where plate rack was causing some bullets to leave the range, and so then we had to like stop and fix that. So that also added to the day, but that turned into a giant tangent. I don't remember what the fuck I was talking about. Oh, I had fun. There was value. That's what it was. There was value in me going to the match.
I'm glad you had fun. You're learning the lesson of fuck it. So Heidi, what has been your favorite major, and like what made it stand out as your favorite?
I think my favorite major, probably a couple I did last year. Great Plains last year, I actually like kept myself together for the whole thing and shot pretty well. And the stages were fun. And on staff day, the stuff wasn't blowing down too much.
Those
Wait, was that last year or the year before? Oh, no, it was the day before.
Yeah.
Because you got there Friday, because you were helping us like fix everything that day. That's
and
right.
I think part of it was like I came in there, I was staff, and since like we couldn't put walls up, I'm like, well, I'm not really gonna be able to walk stages that much, so whatever, it's just gonna be whatever it is. I'm just gonna make the best of it and have a good time. And I think that just taking that pressure off of not having high expectations, I shot a good match. And then Area 4 last year down in Texas, I went down to that, and that was a good match. They had a lot of really fun stages. We had a fun squad, so that was a good time as well. Area 3 too last year. How could I forget that? That one was awesome.
Yeah.
I love the 270 stage, by the way. If anyone ever talks crap on that, I love that stage.
And they didn't like. Where do you have cool places to go hiking near?
Oh, I made a whole vacation out of that. I went to the Badlands. I went to the Black Hills for a few days. I camped for like 4 days. It was awesome.
And you did that all by yourself?
Yeah.
Is it? Because when I camp by myself hunting, like, how long can you go before you're like, I'm lonely? Because I definitely start, mostly just my kids. Like, I just start missing my kids when I'm out on a trip all by myself. If I'm with somebody else, it's fine. But, like, 4 days all by myself, like, yeah, it would be fun. But, like, man.
I think I'm an introvert at heart, so I find peace there. It doesn't really bother me.
All right. I really like it for a couple days. But then after a couple days, then I'm like, man.
By the time the match, I was there walking stages for the match, and I was ready to be back around people again at that point. So.
Yeah.
Yes, Andy, you're definitely an extrovert. That is very clear.
I'm an introverted extrovert, or is it an extroverted introvert? I'm an extroverted introvert. If you talk to me first, then I'm like, blah, 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 blah.
Yes,
but I won't talk to you first.
Correct.
Yeah.
And so that leads us to the fun question. What was the worst match or worst major that you've been to?
Shit talking.
Oh man, well,
it was also Area 3 because everything fell down.
Not on the day I shot. It was great.
That's right.
I shot staff.
That's right. You shot with staff.
Fuck Andy and Bruce in particular.
I gotta say probably Free State the last 2 years. So 2 years ago, I went sub-minor and had to shoot for 0 score, and that just kind of like ruined my whole day.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
And when I found out, apparently I can shoot out a CZ barrel somehow. And
oh, like the barrel was like that's why you went sub-minor, was the barrel was shot out?
Yeah, because I shot my reloads that I was shooting there and Blazer through that barrel, chronoed it, and then I shot him out of my new Shadow 2 that I had just gotten that didn't get milled yet, and that barrel, and there was about a 10 hit factor difference between the two barrels.
Wow.
Jesus.
Yeah, I can't explain. I bought the gun used, so I mean I don't know how many rounds were through it before I bought it, and I shot it a fair amount, but man,
like,
I don't know.
Yeah, it's like I have guns that with like 20, 30,000 rounds through them and they're not shot out, so that's crazy.
I used to shoot like 160 grain bullets like an idiot though too, so who knows what
hell
I was doing.
By the way, I just went and looked at your Great Plains. You did have a hell of a match last year, Great Plains.
Oh yeah, I had a blast at that match.
81% of Eggleston. Yeah, that's a pretty good day.
I was kind of leading the witness on that one. I thought you were going to say Oklahoma.
Oh, I had a great time at Oklahoma. It was one of those things where like, trauma shared together builds camaraderie
Yes.
type of a situation. You know?
This is very true. I've never like added my entire squad on Instagram like immediately at the match, other than Oklahoma, because it was just like we have all suffered together. We are all we have all shot under the lights of the Miata. Like we are united by that. Wait, when you shot the last stage, did you actually shoot like dark, or was it still light enough that you didn't need the Miata?
It was, I can't remember if I think they had just put the Miata on it, and it helped because it was pretty dark.
Oh God!
I wish I'd been there. Like that's like the only FOMO match I've ever had. Was that one
right? And it's
I mean,
also,
it was terrible.
Yeah,
It was
right?
terrible
No,
as a match.
I know. But like, I remember years ago when Stephen Rinella's podcast was about hunting, he talked about cheap fun. He might have been quoting somebody talking about cheap fun. Like cheap fun is like going to an amusement park and riding a roller coaster. But like real fun is that, hey, you remember that time when we went hunting and it snowed like 8 feet and we were stuck in the mountains for 3 days?
we thought we were going to die.
Oh yeah.
God, that was amazing.
Yes,
You look back on stuff like that and it was just like, oh, it was the greatest thing ever.
The trip I can tell the most stories about is the one where I was like, okay, machetes might be involved and like we might die today. And you're like, okay, we survived. Awesome.
Is that the boat in Guadalcanal?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
And you're just, it's like when you're in the moment, you're like, this fucking blows. But
I'm
when
in danger.
Right. But when you've done it enough, you're like, this is going to be an epic story later. I just need to survive.
The danger is part of the allure.
Yeah.
Yes.
The danger is the fun.
Well, and Heidi had the other problem of, didn't you like, because the bathroom situation at Oklahoma, as we talked about, was not.
Oh yeah.
It was not Area 3 quality.
It was not Area 3
not.
quality. So
They had 2 bathrooms, one on each end of the range, and it was probably a half mile to the other one.
Oh.
Yep.
And towards the end of the afternoon, we're on the far side, and the bathroom that we're close to has a sign up that says, "It is closed. Go to the other one."
Oh, fuck you.
So I went to one of the local guys on our squad, and I'm like, hey, what's on the other side of this berm? Just like woods? He's like, yeah, there's nothing over there. I'm like, cool. I'll see you in a minute. So I used my old long distance runner skills to take care of business over there.
you do what you got to do.
Well, don't long distance runners just let it go? Like, you should have been finishing that match with wet shorts.
Well, I wasn't in a race. If I'm just out doing training, I'm going to, step aside and do it the right way.
You never took a dump in anybody's driveway, though?
No, a cornfield and
Okay.
A creek, but not anyone's driveway.
Okay. Yeah. No, there was like there are stories. If you go Googling around, there are stories of phantom shitters that are usually joggers,
Oh, yeah.
and like they'll have to shit, and so then. But then there was one story where this one woman was actually shitting in the same driveway over and over and over. She would go running at like 4 a.m, and she'd take a dump in the same driveway every day. It was great. But then also I remember there were when I was doing morning radio here, there was a gal who called in about people would take a dump in the fitting room at Target.
Oh,
And this was a regular thing that happened. Like,
that seems like that's got to be a weird prank or something, right?
No.
some weird TikTok trend.
Yeah.
So you sort of treat matches like I do, maybe not at a different level. What is your pre-match drinking ritual?
So the OG pre-match drinking ritual is 4 Cutwaters the night before.
Jesus.
I shot,
Nice.
what was it? I think a Minnesota match we went to up at Forest Lake a few years ago where we had all the guns on the table at the Airbnb.
Yes.
And yeah,
did-
I shot pretty well at that match. I was happy with my performance, and it was a 4 Cutwater match. So I was like,
Yeah.
you know what? I think this is it. I think it's 4 Cutwaters.
I think that's when we all, because I think I shot that match okay as well. And I think that was the first time I had Cutwaters, and I was like, all right, this is the fucking play.
What is
go.
the Cutwater you usually drink, Heidi?
Just the lime margarita. It's like 12% alcohol.
Okay, that's
It's
what I was
delicious.
looking up. I was just okay. So you're not fucking around. Like that's I mean,
Cutwater.
I
I'm a
didn't realize they were
professional.
that high.
Oh, I'm a professional drinker, and Cutwaters are on my like, whoa.
They'll put you on your ass.
Oh yeah, no, they like. I shot Iowa last year, and I made it to the first stage, like as shooting was happening, because I had 4 Cutwaters at the bonfire at someone else's hotel, and I'm a big dude who's used to drinking, and driving home, driving the half mile to my hotel, I was like, oh, I fucked up. Like, I'm not okay right now.
Yeah. No, the vodka mule is only 7%, but all the rest of them are 12.5. Like,
Yeah,
wow.
They will fuck you up.
You know what else will fuck you up real quick is Costco Golden Margarita.
Really?
It is delicious. It is so good. It is like Kool-Aid with the. It still tastes like a margarita. You know, like it's definitely got tequila in it. And during COVID, my wife and I would get those, and we'd have a couple of just like, "Are you drunk? Yeah. Are you drunk? Yeah." My wife had way too many when we were camping, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, she starts dancing. Like I haven't seen her dance, like nightclub dancing, since before we were married. And all of a sudden, she's like on the deck of this camper, like just getting after it. I'm like, oh, she's gonna puke tonight. Okay, this is like
My sister does
my
that as
brother-in-law's
well.
like, oh, you're gonna have a good night tonight, are you? No, I'm not. No, this isn't gonna end well. No. Sorry, Heidi. What were you gonna say?
Oh, my sister does that as well. If she gets to be dancing, you know she's going to throw up in a tent later.
Now, to shift it back to the ritual, you said that was your former pre-match ritual.
Oh,
have you changed
good catch.
it?
I missed that.
So I was, I've been experimenting last year. I tried some of the the spiked Arnold Palmers.
Yep.
I tried a couple different things, but so far it seems like the margaritas are the play. I think I'm going to go back to them.
Okay. Now,
I actually had some stuff I had found at a gas station in Iowa called Light Strike, which is basically like spiked Gatorade. And I was going to drink that tonight, and so I put some in a tumbler with some ice, and I took a few sips, and it was disgusting, so I threw it away.
Oh.
I mostly just bought it because of the funny name.
Yeah,
That's fair.
that's
fair.
something
I
a
like-
shooter should not have before a match.
Correct. Don't
Right,
have Light
it-
Strikes before or during a match.
It's
Right.
I've never heard of this. It's a hard refresher. Well, you know how some of the Gatorades, like, they only taste good when you're actually really thirsty?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, some of them taste good all the time. Like, orange tastes good all the time. But lemon lime only tastes good when you're thirsty.
correct.
And I bet that's how that is. But then they hit you with alcohol on top of it. That sounds fun.
Well. If you ever need the like fuck yourself up, put Everclear into a Gatorade.
Oh, Jesus.
It's amazing. So that's the pre-match, post-match drinking. What is your like?
So I learned in Oklahoma last year, don't drink 8 whiskeys and 4 hard iced teas in one night.
Oh,
You'll
wow.
have a bad time.
Yeah, I think we posted the picture. I had finished off like a bottle of rum, and me and Nick were wrestling in the kitchen. I don't know if Heidi was passed out by that point, but like there was a moment where she was passed out in her room. I was falling asleep in the living room, and Nick and Steven, who are fucking champs, are just like, go to bed, you dumbass. And I'm like, what about you guys? And they're like, we're going to continue. Like,
But we're not out of control.
right. The pre-match drinking before Minnesota was that was the first time that I had experienced their level of drinking. I was like, oh, got it.
I mean,
This-
I've been around, like, okay, Steve was in the military a long time. Like, those guys, they just kind of know how to do it, you know? Like, especially if you've been in as long as he was. Like, my dad was out of the guard trips and stuff by the time he was towards the end of his career. He didn't, like, do a lot of the traveling anymore on TDY or whatever. But I heard stories through friends after he passed away about, yeah, no, they knew how to party. And they still would, you know, they're still up at, you know, 5:30 the next morning. Like they didn't miss anything. There's something about that that part of military training where you get hammered, but then you're still there on doing whatever you got to do at 5:30 the next morning. That just sort of like that's probably I don't know what Nick's excuse is for keeping it together, but that's the only thing I can come up with for. Oh,
Yep.
he was.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, now that makes sense. All right.
They're the true pros. I'm the fake pro.
Yeah.
So we can end the shooting portion before Andy geeks the fuck out.
Oh yeah.
So how's your lever action season going?
Well, I haven't been able to shoot many because we're short-staffed at work and I've been working entirely too much. But I've been doing dry fire, and so the 2 matches I did get to shoot went pretty well. So I'm hoping to be able to get off work to go to Raton, New Mexico for nationals again this summer for that. And hopefully I'll be all dry fired up and have ammo that works and guns that work and everything like that. But it's looking like it should be pretty decent.
Because you shoot a 357 for that, right?
I do, and then I also have a 30-30 now that I use for the long range one that goes out to 200.
Because my son, I tried getting him into Steel Challenge, USPSA, he has no interest, but he loves himself some lever action and single action revolver.
Oh, yeah.
Just loves it. So some of it's done around here, but he really likes shooting lever action. So whenever I need to look into whenever you guys are having matches down there and bring him down for that, because he's way more into that than the stuff I'm into. So, is there like monthly matches for that or whatever down there? Or?
Yeah, we do. We have rimfire and then the pistol cartridge match the same weekend as USPSA. So I'll usually shoot that, and then afterwards I'll run up the hill and jump into the pistol cartridge match.
It's literally at the same time?
Yes.
Well, the rimfire one's in the morning the same time as the USPSA, but the pistol cartridge one where I shoot 357, you can usually, they might have already started, but they'll let you in.
Oh, okay.
They're happy to have new people show up.
Okay. Well, I don't have to shoot the USPSA match. I'd be doing it for him anyway. So
our matches do not coordinate very well with each other.
Well, they shouldn't have to. They're on different parts of the range. You guys have a giant facility,
I'm like the one person that shoots both of those things.
Yeah.
And in our defense, I would gladly shoot it if the Whitesell said I could borrow their gun and shoot it, but I'm going to get my ass kicked. It'll be hilarious. So, is your dad going to be able to join you for nationals, or does he only shoot the locals?
He goes to nationals more than I do because he can actually get days off work. But he just had a knee replacement 2 days ago.
Ooh.
But he's 100% planning on being there. So
nice.
Is there movement involved, or is it just like
no? It's
shooting?
Just static, just standing and shooting iron sights at little metal targets far away.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
So now he gets to be a nerd.
I time to geek out. First question though. On a scale of 1 to 10, how annoying am I with the aviation shit I send you? Be honest.
You're like a 6.
Okay. I knew I was more annoying than not annoying, for sure.
So the reason a 6 is you ask a lot of questions and stuff, but you actually have some understanding of what's going on and don't ask me the stupid questions all the time that I usually get.
Okay. So I send you repetitive questions that are kind of not terribly interesting to you, but at least I get like half of it.
Right.
Okay. Or at least 40% of it. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. I still don't feel but I don't feel bad when I send you something that's just funny.
Oh, no. I'll send those all day. I love those.
Yeah. Because what was the one I sent you the other day that was just hysterical?
Oh, there was like that crazy, was it like a weird landing one or something? Or did I just see that on Instagram? I don't know.
Oh, no. It was it was like a flying podcast, and this gal was reading. It was actually a guy who had to take a shit.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And
it was a girl narrating it.
Yeah, a girl was narrating it. So I didn't understand that at first, which made it like 10 times funnier. But then they said over the mic, like, to air traffic control, we have a medical emergency. And so we need to go direct, or whatever the term was, to like, we can't wait. We got to go. We need to go first or whatever.
Yeah.
And so they actually did set him up to go first. And then there was some when they got there, I can't remember, but basically they knew what he meant was he had to take a shit, and so they had everything cleared out so they could pull right up to the terminal and he could run in and take a shit. It was so good. Okay, it was a thing that came up last week that I just all of a sudden thought of. Like, you fly the A320.
Yes.
Has it ever just like tried flying all by itself without letting you tell it what to do?
No.
Okay, because when I made that correlation, then I was suddenly concerned for you. But
No, there's some videos from many years ago. I was still in college first time I saw one, where there was one at like an air show where the aircraft started a descent that the pilots couldn't overcome, and we have procedures to deal with any kind of situation like that. And most of that stuff has been like worked out in the software and everything since then, so it's not really an issue.
I was just making a P320 joke, really.
Yeah, I know. But I always say to like new guys, I'm like, the 320 is an excellent airplane once you figure out how to trick it into doing what you want it to do.
Really?
That's terrifying.
Well, yes, it's got a lot of. It was basically built so, like a lot of the foreign carriers that take their cadet pilots that have no experience and make them first officers could handle the airplane. And so there's a lot of extra safety buffers and things in there. And it's a French airplane, so when air traffic control says, descend and maintain 10,000 feet, maintain 250 knots, the airplane is like, what's 20 knots between friends? And so if you want to actually maintain the speed you want it to maintain, sometimes you have to intervene a little bit, things like that. So,
like, you have to just throttle up, or you have to tell it a different speed, and then it'll go the speed you want.
There's different ways of doing it, but it's kind of an art form. You have to learn to speak Airbus.
Oh God, that's funny. So how shitty is Boeing?
I have never flown a Boeing product, so I cannot directly speak to that.
Oh, okay. Well, you had a diatribe before we started the show. I was trying to set you up there.
Yeah. Well, I will say that the Airbus is the superior aircraft. It has so much room in the cockpit. There's so much room for activities. I've got a tray table so I can eat like a civilized person and not off my lap like some kind of Boeing savage.
And you have like the cool that plane has like the cool side stick. You don't have like the big yoke steering wheel thingy in the middle.
It's off to the side. It's out of the way.
You can like pretend you're flying an F-16. A little joystick.
You can make pew pew sounds.
Does it really make pew pew sounds?
No.
Oh, okay.
You have to make your own pew pew sounds.
Oh, okay. I got excited for a second. Like,
oh God, that would be so fucking funny to add to a plane. Like, oh yeah, so if you just throttle up, it goes beep 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 beep.
Jeff, we're on the same cycle. Oh my God, I literally just thought of that same question that you wrote in there. So I'm a giant dork. When we flew down to Dallas, I was we had Wi-Fi in the cockpit. It was the first time I'd ever flown with Wi-Fi, so I was able to listen to the ATC app, and I was listening to, it was probably Approach going to Dallas, and I heard them call my flight and ask them, hey, can you switch from whatever runway right to that runway left? And all of a sudden we make a turn, and it was kind of a sharper bank than, I mean, they were already lined up for the runway. They were a ways out yet, but all of a sudden they switched runways, like right in the middle of everything. And I leaned over my wife and I said, they just switched us runways. That's why they did that. And she's like, how do you know? I said, I was listening to the air traffic control. She's like, oh my God, you're a nerd. I said, yes, I am. But yeah. So how often does that kind of shit happen that the passengers just have no idea about?
Oh yeah, they switch runways all the time if it's due to like traffic or one runway's getting backed up or whatever, various reasons.
Or how about something scary that like nobody had any, like sort of a tense thing that no one behind you had any clue about?
We get like a lot of times, it was in the news a lot lately with, different aircraft having to go around for traffic on the runway.
Oh.
And
Yeah.
but that happens fairly regularly. They space you too close together, so they'll give you a go around, and most of the time it's not a big deal. But passengers notice all of a sudden you're powering up and climbing away when you should be landing, and if you don't make an announcement, they're gonna wonder and maybe panic a little bit. So.
But are you avoiding telling us about a specific thing, or just never really had anything that scary?
The statute of limitations aren't quite over yet.
No, I mean, there's times where we're picking our way through lines of thunderstorms where you're like, all right, if this hole closes up, we're going to have to basically turn around and go divert somewhere and get more gas. Or, I've had a couple of malfunctions where you end up, having to do a landing with the fire trucks following you down the runway and checking to make sure you don't have any brake fires or anything like that a couple of times. Nothing major. I mean, it's just hydraulic issues both times, but it affects some of the braking, the alternate braking, and had to do the manual gear lowering and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, shit. When you're about to run out of gas, does your co-pilot send you the meme, ain't got no gas?
I've never gotten that.
Oh,
Not that I've never been low on gas, but or lower than I would prefer to be on gas, but I've never been like low on gas.
There was a episode of Air Disasters where this like World War II pilot, happened in the 70s, ends up crashing in Portland because he was so fixated over one of the landing gear warning lights didn't come on when they lowered the gear.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
And he's trying to troubleshoot this light, and he's just like, we're going to fix this light. We're going to fix this light. And it's back in the 70s, and the captain was God, and you don't fuck with the captain.
Right.
And they're trying to, like, nudge him into, hey, how are we doing on fuel, Bob? Oh, we're getting kind of low there, Phil. And he's just not hearing it. He's not getting it. And they end up crashing because they ran out of gas. He's like, I knew we had more fuel. And they didn't. But
yeah, I remember that one. That was one of those that they showed us, in college when we're going through like crew resource management and everything, and how like this is how they used to do things. And there's a lot of things we've changed because of things like this.
Well, and back then you would have never been sitting in the pilot seat either. Like some of the
little lady.
Me and my daughter love watching Cold Case, the old reruns of Cold Case, that show from the 2000s. Such a good show. And there was an episode about a flight attendant who was murdered, and it took place in like the 60s, like, the heyday of, commercial air travel becoming this big thing. It was a very luxurious thing too. Like you had to have money just to take a regular flight. And I'm sure it's how it was, but like the depictions of how the pilot would treat the flight attendants, like they were all banging the flight attendants, and it was just like they were treating it like college, most of them, even the married ones, of course. It was just it was a different time. But anyway, okay.
So is turbulence a sign that the plane is going to shake apart?
As long as it's not severe turbulence, you should be fine.
Define severe.
To the point where the aircraft is no longer controllable as far as like heading, altitude, things of that nature. So like you get into a thunderstorm or something, you're going to get possibly severe turbulence, and then have to go make an emergency landing, and they're going to have to do like a structural inspection to make sure you didn't like crack any wing spars or overstress the aircraft, all that kind of good stuff.
The first time I flew, I didn't realize that the wings would flap. They'll have that little wiggle, when you hit some turbulence. And I'm sitting right on the window. It's my first time. I'm so excited to be flying. And I see that wing wiggling up and down, and I'm like, why the fuck is that wing wiggling up and down? Is that normal? What's like, I'm about ready to hit the button, but no one else is panicking about it. So I'm like, okay, chill. It's probably just how it's supposed to be. And yeah, so turns out it is. But the one thing Air Disasters taught me, I think I said this last time, if I can see the wings, I always check to make sure they got the flaps out before they take off. Because the number of planes that crashed because they were just distracted in the cockpit and they didn't put the flaps out was fucking amazing. There's like 4 episodes of Air Disasters where, they were flirting with the flight attendant and they didn't put the flaps out and the plane crashed.
Good to know.
That's why I never flirt with the flight attendants.
Yeah.
Hey, it's 2026. We ain't
Well,
here
there's
to
plenty
judge.
of dudes who are flight attendants, and they're not
plenty
even
of
gay.
dudes.
There's it is remarkable how much that stereotype is correct, though.
There are many that are.
A lot of them are, but we flew down to one of the funnest flights you can ever take is, and it's just because of where it's going and when. The Friday night 7 p.m. ish Allegiant flight from Sioux Falls to Nashville. Like everybody on that plane is going to have a good time.
The party
Everybody.
bus.
It's basically a flying party bus. Yeah. And so my brother and I were flying down for my niece's wedding, and the bar at the Sioux Falls airport is just packed. And when they started making the calls for the Allegiant flight to Nashville, like the entire bar emptied. I'm like, oh, we're going to have a good time on this flight. And the flight attendant was hysterical. Just like fantastic. Like he knew his audience. And he was, actually we had the same guy coming back home on Monday, and he wasn't quite as jovial as he was on Friday night, but it was still really good. I love it when they're like, they have a sense of humor and they're not just like reciting the thing. American was kind of lame because when we flew to Dallas, because they just play a video. It's so sterile.
Southwest was fun about that. I used to fly to Denver a lot, and if you caught them on the last flight of the night, the snarkiness came out. It was fantastic. They're like, oh, if you're traveling with children, why? If they can't put the mask on, you got other ones. It's fine. Like make more. So speaking of funny conversations, what is the funniest interaction you've heard between like a plane and the tower? Because like I see them pop up on Instagram.
It's a
and
very
shit like
popular video style on Instagram.
Oh yeah. There was notoriously a controller in Atlanta that was very pissy, I guess, a lot. And I haven't heard him for a while, but there used to be. I used to hear about it more often, and then you'd hear them just getting into it with some plane taxiing out, and just like, hey, I didn't catch that, could you repeat that? And then they like, you need to listen better and stuff like that. A lot of times you hear them kind of get a little bit frustrated with some of the foreign operators that are having some trouble understanding English to the full extent, things like that. But nothing too crazy as far as that I've heard in person.
I don't know how you guys keep the enormous paragraph of taxi instructions straight. Like there was a video where somebody was getting made fun of they were only going like 10 knots on a taxiway, and like they're spitting out all these instructions, and then they just spit them back.
It helps to write it down.
You are actually writing it down a lot of the time?
Yeah, if it's like complex, I'll write it down. If it's something simple or a place we've gone to a bunch of times where you have a pretty good idea where they're going to send you, don't always, but yeah,
but
writing
even
it
to
down
just
helps.
repeat it back to air traffic control, though, that's the part that amazes me, that you can even like keep it straight to like say it back. But
practice, I guess.
This has just popped up because I was watching something on the recent kerfuffle in the airline industry. Are you worried about Spirit airline customers coming to your plane?
Are they that bad? I've never flown Spirit. I don't know.
That's the running joke, is that if you're going to fly on Spirit, you have to be good at fighting, kind of like working at a Waffle House.
It's the Waffle House of the sky.
It was. Damn. Okay. You're doing highlighting stuff, and it was. I didn't know what was going on. Okay.
Sorry, I was highlighting in so many different colors that I was getting.
I know.
lost.
It's like a rainbow.
I do things to entertain myself.
Yeah. Okay.
So is there any fun airline thing that you want to talk about that we didn't ask?
So I got a funny story that happened like a month ago while we were
sweet.
boarding.
I love stories.
So we're up in the cockpit doing our pre-flight duties, and the flight attendant comes up and he's like, "Hey guys, I gotta tell you something that just happened because I'm laughing and I don't want to be laughing in front of the passengers." Like, all right, what happened? So apparently there was a lady and she was sitting in first class, but she was putting her bag up into the overhead bin, and she was wearing very baggy pants. And as soon as she reached up to put the bag in the overhead bin, her pants fell down. And at that point, she's got to make a decision. Are you going to drop the bag and reach for the pants, or are you going to finish putting the bag away and then deal with the pants later? And the extra fun part was she wasn't wearing any underwear. So she just flashed everybody around her.
Oh, the beaver pelt came out. Wow.
And like the passengers around her are like, they're not sure what they're supposed to do. Are they supposed to help? Are they supposed to look away? Everyone was very embarrassed.
Right. It is.
I'm looking. I'm just looking. Yeah. That's too amazing.
I mean, she made a choice. She made a couple of choices there, right?
Yeah.
Like she chose those pants. She chose no belt. She chose no underwear.
The fact that they actually just fell off. Like, how skinny a butt do you have to have your pants just completely fall off of you? Like that's
or they're just that loose of sweatpants. Like
I suppose that could have been
because. Fuck! What would you do? Because in the modern era,
I would have dropped it. Like no, I'd have been pulling on my pants right away. That would have just been instinctual.
Yeah,
like I have my number one rule in life is don't allow cameras to take naked pictures of you. That's like my number one rule in life. So
not with that attitude.
Nah, yeah.
But Jesus. Oh, okay. Question I forgot to ask from the shooting portion. So you've done Steel Challenge, you've done USPSA, you do lever action. Have you ever done multi-gun? I forget.
No, I've done the 2-gun PCSL, but I've never done like the actual multi-gun.
You've never quad loaded?
Never quad
I have
loaded?
not. That sounds like a skill I don't care enough about to know.
Yeah.
What? Is there any type of match out there, doesn't matter, that you would like to try?
So, one of my friends was telling me about one they're having out in Grand Island, and he almost had me. But it's like, it's called like Hard as Hell or something, and there's like it's like there's obstacles and things you got to do, and then there's shooting portions and stuff. And I love going to the gym. I love all that kind of stuff. I've done a couple Tough Mudders. So, like, I was like, oh, that sounds cool. And then I looked into it, and it's 3-gun and requires shotgun, and then I was out.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah.
They, In-Range TV did a Hard as Hell style match, and it does, like, theoretically, you're like, okay, that sounds fine. Then you watch it, you're like, I'm good.
There were some long-range matches I remember hearing about somewhere, maybe Wyoming, where there was no shotgun, but it would be like rifle, pistol, and then your sniper rifle, like the long range rifle, like there'd be targets you'd shoot with a carbine out to like a very moderate distance. And then the long stuff was saved for the scope bolt gun. And that sounded kind of fun until I found out how far you had to run. And that didn't sound like a good time.
Well, because there's a version of it where you have to carry all of your gear at all times.
Yeah. I think the OG Hard as Hell, wherever that was, like Utah or...
Yeah, Arizona, Utah, somewhere out west.
It was somewhere out west where there was this Hard as Hell 3-gun match. And, you had to carry everything with you, like all your ammo for the whole match. And, I mean, it sounded interesting. It didn't sound like anything I wanted to do, but I thought it sounded interesting. I don't think it exists anymore. No,
I'm pretty sure at least a 2-gun version of it, I think, died. That's like all good multi-gun everything. It dies.
I just have a random question. Is Lane gonna do a rifle match or anyone? Because I'm dying for a rifle match. I've been messing with ARs lately.
He's been doing lots of classes.
So he has been teaching a lot.
So I don't know how much he wants to be a match
Probably
director.
Heidi, are you going to put on a rifle match anytime soon at your club?
Maybe when I get enough seniority to get another weekend off in the month, because right now I'm kind of maxed out for everything I can do.
Okay. Well, I know Jeff's not going to, so that's why I'm not asking him.
Absolutely not. I semi tried to help with the last one that Lane was primary on, And even that was like, oh my God, because I remember we got into like a Facebook argument with some dipshit 3-gunner. And like he was asking about like why we weren't using the 600 yard and like insulting like our everything we were doing essentially. And then Tom Ingle like texted me and was like, hey, that dude hasn't shot a match in like 7 years. Probably not worth arguing with. And I'm like, that's fair. And then other 3-gunners also talked, and I was like, I know I shit on 3-gunners a lot, but anyone who's been to my club knows that our 3-gun culture is just not the most positive on the planet.
Yeah, we all know, Jeff.
And dealing with them directly made me be like, you know what? Maybe we should confiscate all your guns. Every one of you should not be allowed to own guns. Fuck all of you.
Okay. That
so
took a weird turn.
So you can so you host a rifle match up at your club and we'll come shoot that one.
No, I already run a lot of matches, and there's a Aaron Schnorr up here. He's his club that's over kind of by Mitchell. He runs like outlaw like pistol matches and usually a rifle match or two, and his Halloween match is like a 2-gunny sort of thing. Someone was telling me today. I've squatted with him. I should have asked him, but I didn't think to do it. But no, I've just been kind of jonesing for a rifle match because I finally got my Vice reinstalled on my bench and put suppressor on my SBR, and like I want to go shoot this thing, and because now I have a flow through that doesn't throw gas in my face, and it's a lot of fun, and I want to shoot it in a match. And someone's got to put on a match because I'm not going to, because I already put on a lot of matches. So anyway, I want to talk about how bad my match was today.
Oh, yay.
And how good my movement was, but how bad my hits were. So like ever since the Adam Grimm class, like it opened my eyes to a lot of things, but apparently it closed my eyes to hitting fucking targets. Because now, all of a sudden, I will have these random mics. First stage I had a mic on today was just... It wasn't due to, like, missing the target. It was a flat-footed, empty gun at the end of the stage. Like, last target, bang, slide lock. And, of course, I went, fuck! And... Because that's what you say at the end of a stage where you have a slide lock.
God damn it, you fucking bitch.
Your anger on bitch is so funny, Heidi.
I was very angry with myself.
It was so, and like, I wasn't, like, the context of it, I wasn't sure if, I sent her a mess, I don't remember, I commented on her video, I was like, were you pissed at something, or was this just self-loathing? And your response was, yeah, it was total self-loathing. But, like, I mean, everybody just listen closely to the self-hatred when she says the word bitch.
God damn it, you fucking bitch.
It was one of those things. I was very angry in the moment, but once I downloaded the video off my camera, I could not stop from laughing.
I know! I watched it like 20 times. It made me laugh every time. It still makes me laugh.
God damn it, you fucking bitch.
I don't even have It's Fucking Tuesday on this page of pads, because once I start recording, I can't push the button. I can't switch the buttons. So, sorry, no fucking Tuesday.
I say boo this man.
I know. I need a better machine. Anyway, so I had some stages where, Carson Armsbury, he made GM last month. Like that guy. Oh my! That's the first time I shot with him in probably like 9-10 months. Holy shit, has he gotten good?
Yeah, he needs to stop getting better. I don't like
no, that's over. Like, no. He did. I wish he would have been here when Adam Grimm was here, because he put sort of a similar, not quite as big of a smackdown on everybody as Adam did when he was here, but I think it was like 15% he had on everybody today. Like, damn. Just absolutely smacked everybody in the face with his cock, and it just was completely unapologetic about it. That's right, I DQ'd him out of the match so I wouldn't see him anymore. so I could see. Oh no, it wasn't 15%. It was 12%. He put on everybody. But like, there's one stage where I had the second best time of the match on this stage.
Nice.
Carson was the only guy who beat me on time by 3 seconds. But like, I was the only person in the 15s. He shot it in 12 something. I shot it in 15 something, and everybody else, some very good shooters on my squad, even they were all in the 16s. And then I had two of the dumbest mics. I watched my hat cam video of the first target I missed on that stage, and I can't tell how I missed the target. You know how when with your hat cam you can kind of see where the gun drifts off? You know, like it was either not quite there. Like the gun's in the same spot for both shots. I have no idea what the fuck I did wrong.
Maybe you had a perfect double.
Maybe.
So you still
I'm
technically
going to go
missed
with
the target.
no, but thank you. The only thing I can figure is I was still moving when the first shot went off on this target, and so I don't remember not calling a good shot, but I thought I called a good shot on it. Clearly I did not. And then at the end of the stage, there was a paper in a low port. You would have hated some of the ports today, Jeff. It would have been, you would have been pissing and moaning like crazy.
Yes, because if I made a stage where, hey, the port's at 6'3", I would get shit on constantly.
Well, we can't get more tall. You can squat.
Me.
Okay. So there's paper, 2 poppers, paper, second to last paper. I had a center punched alpha and no other hit on the target, and I could not tell you why either. Now, actually, that one I could kind of see on the, like in the moment I couldn't tell you. I'm like, I have no idea. I thought it would look good. And then I watched the hat cam, like the gun went off before the gun was there. Like I was looking at Big Brown Thing, and Dot was near Big Brown Thing, and I pulled trigger. And so then there's mic number 2. So I need to practice. I did have a practice a couple weeks ago where I basically went full retard but aimed really hard. And today I was trying to do that, but I wasn't aiming very hard. Like, it was just not. And even some of the stages, I wasn't even, like, on the first stage, I'm always a little slow and lollygagging. It was a little lollygaggy, but at least I hit everything. The rest of it, I was moving quick, oh God, we had sort of an issue today. Did I mention we had bullets leaving the range? Did I tell all of that story?
No.
So, here's a thing we can shit on Carson for was this stage, because he used the plate rack, but he used the plate rack in a way, and like, I wouldn't have thought of this either, like, as I'm talking shit about him. 3 of the plates you shot from kind of head on. 3 of them you shot at about a 45-degree angle. And that angle was kind of in line with the next bay over, bay 1 at the Sioux Falls range. And we started on that bay, my squad did, and twice we heard bullets fly overhead. And you never hear that at this range. Like, it's never a problem. And so I was like, looking at the other guys, I'm like, what the fuck is going on over there? And we get over there and realize, the last position on the right was right in line with those plates, and the plates were almost straight up and down on the plate rack. They weren't like angled way over.
Oh, yeah.
So they're at like a 45-degree angle from the side. They hit, they glance up, and then shoo, bullet would sometimes go up and over. So we had like 20 minutes to try and fix that, but unfortunately, it didn't fix my shooting because and then the mag toss happened on a stage without a mic. Funny enough.
Ooh.
The stage ends over to the right. As soon as I finished this middle array, which I shot pretty good, there's like 1 makeup on steel. Otherwise, I shot it pretty clean. And then all of a sudden, I start shooting at a target that I can already see, but like my dot I can see my dot. I'm aware of my dot, but I'm not aware of my dot on the target. But I'm still shooting. We're still shooting. Bang, 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 bang. So I shoot two bullets at it there, 2 or 3, and then I go to the next target because it's what I was supposed to do, and I put 2 alpha into that guy, knowing that my gun was nowhere near that other target. And then as my eyes went back to it, I saw there was 1 hit somewhere up in the head, That was not where I was trying to shoot it, by the way. I was trying to shoot it like in the lower A zone. And then I put a couple more. No, that's where I shot the 5th round at that target. And by the way, this target is like 3 yards away. I was so pissed at myself. And that's when the mag toss happened. Like, I'm falling out. I just barely get the last round off before my foot hits the ground. Unload and show clear and mag toss. And then it was bullet toss. And then I was over it. And then Chris came over and told me, you know, that headbox hit, it was an A.
Hey, so that's how Isaac Lockwood won the Bill Joel Challenge. So,
Oh, was it really an accidental headbox A?
Yes, he had 5 chest alphas and 1 in the head.
I remember hearing that, yeah.
Won like
anyway.
$1,700, but he put 200 of it in.
Well, there's that. No, I need to practice with live ammo because I need to do more confirming with live fire than dry fire right now for sure. Because just doing dry fire is not. I must be lying to myself. I'm pretty honest when I'm dry firing if I'm not in the A zone, but I must be lying to myself because I thought I came into the match today like, okay, yeah, this is gonna go good, and it did not go great. So, anyway,
Me.
oh, you just put that in. We should have talked about that sooner.
What?
The dropped gun, RO.
I do my rundown vomit, and I don't have any organization.
And that's a thing I should have put in a long time ago too. Like that's a thing we should have talked. So do we do this now, or do we talk about it at the beginning of the Patreon episode?
Heidi, would you have any input into the RO that dropped his concealed carry gun mid?
I think she
run?
would. I think we should just talk about it now.
Yeah, I saw that
And this
video.
is going to be a
Did he
90-minute
just
episode,
reach
Jeff. Get
down
over it.
and
He just reached down, picked it up,
Just
put it
pick
in
it
his
back up?
like fucking
Pocket.
cargo pant pocket or something.
Yeah.
And it looked like it fell out of there too. I'm not 100% sure where it fell out of.
Yeah, because props to the guy who was recording for actually, recording a stage in third person in 2026 because most of us just record hat cam. And so if we were just recording hat cam, we would not have this legendary moment.
I actually got a message on Instagram from I didn't ask him before I'm not going to say his name or anything. Yeah. This is the guy sent me a message the other day. He said, "Hey, I saw the video on your Reddit with the RO dropping a CCW. Where did you get that video from? My buddy shot that video, and I was the shooter in the video." I'm just seeing how much reach it actually got. And I was like, I didn't post it, actually. Somebody else posted the video. I think Logan sucks at shooting out in Utah. I think he was the one who posted it.
Yeah, because we pulled it from somewhere else, and then I got shit. Someone was talking shit to me because on Reddit, apparently this had not spread that far, but it was on our Reddit, so I spread it to the competition shooting subreddit and the USPSA subreddit, the two subreddits that would fucking care about it. And some guy goes, "Are you just trying to fucking spam this, trying to get traffic to your fucking Reddit?" And I was like, dude, this is an actually interesting moment.
This is like... We don't spam like the regular shit because I'd rather our nonsense stick in our little subreddit. I don't care for that to get. I mean, if someone shares it, I don't give a shit. But I'm not gonna like spam it. But like that was actually like a super topical thing to. That's funny.
I mean, on our competition, it generated 150 upvotes and 76 comments. Like, this was talked about.
Oh, this is like one of the biggest commented things on our Reddit.
Yeah. And so it definitely, I learned that we have a lot of rules for competitors. We don't have a lot of rules for ROs.
No, at least, and that was the fun thing in the group chat because Robert immediately is doing the gamer thing where it doesn't say what happens if the RO drops a gun. I'm like, it says if someone drops a gun and someone not the RO, like I'm the RO at a club match on my squad. Like I'm like usually at my club or one of the two local clubs, like I am usually the unofficial CRO on our squad. if I drop a gun and pick it up, I should go home.
Right.
Period.
Right.
Even though I'm clearly an RO on the squad, I am also a competitor. In this case, he was not a competitor at the time.
Right.
But like whether or not this is clearly perfectly spelled out in the rules or not, I don't give a shit. Like
sometimes it can just be a butt pucker moment that you're like, yes, this should be against the rules.
yeah. But do we need to like rewrite everything because of it? I don't think so.
One of the fun jokes that I believe I started in I'll call it the match director group chat was we do need an RO like section of the rule book, and it's like if an RO is talking too much, you can penalize them with a procedural. That may or may not be directly associated with a British dude at my club. If an RO is talking during the make ready and you draw your gun before they say make ready, you are not DQ'd. I will stand by that rule. As I was told.
Wait, say that again?
So if an RO is talking to another competitor and through their talking, as the shooter, you think you hear the make ready. And so you draw the gun to make ready.
And no one is downrange when this happens.
No one's downrange.
I am 100% with you, yes.
Right. Because technically, according to the rules, you are DQ'd.
Especially if the words make ready came out of their mouth.
Right. Or the word, if the word ready or make comes out of their mouth in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
But it's like, we took the same RO class. I just didn't take the test. And Troy was like, hey, when you're the RO, you are a robot. You are a statue. You do not talk. You are not part of the conversation. You can only say the range commands. And that is it. Mm-hmm. Because it does happen where an RO is like, yeah, dude, like I was trying to like make spaghetti last night, and like when it was ready, I was and some new guys like, I heard fucking make ready, like I'm gonna fucking do the shit, and they're like, oh, bro, like I didn't give you the make ready, and you're like, you said all the fucking words, you asshole. Like if I ever saw that in my squad, I'd be like, shut the fuck up, he's still shooting, stop fucking talking.
Yeah,
Russell.
Club matches. I hear you. I'm with you, Jeff. I agree with you. Club match is a little harder.
It is
because of the social aspect.
It is harder. I 100% agree with you. At a level 2,
yeah. At a major, when you're the permanent staff on the stage, you got to cut that shit out.
Right. You do not talk. Your entire words for the entire day are you ready? Stamp or make ready
and answering questions.
Ready? Stand by. Beep. Unload, chill, clear.
In between is
there can be
a little bit like once scoring the stage is over, like you don't have to be a total robot,
right? But if the timer is in your hand, your job is okay. That shooter's done. Does he have any questions?
Yes.
No. Okay. Next shooter. Okay. Make ready. And
yeah, when you're especially if you're the timer RO. Yeah.
If you're a secondary, tertiary RO, that's you take one side and make sure it gets scored, blah, blah, blah. Cool. You can have a little bit of a conversation, but you cannot say the words make or ready very loud.
Yeah.
But it was interesting how much conversation there was around this between our competition shooting, our USPSA there and our Reddit. There was over 200 comments or something like that.
Yeah.
Because it is such a weird situation. Is can an RO that has dropped their own gun retrieve their own gun?
I don't. Aha. Well, no. What I'm going bobbity-ba about is I don't know if they're even allowed to have a gun on. It's a cold range. If they have now, if he's got a carry gun that's unloaded for some reason, which is how a regular RO at a club match would be.
Sorry. So what? Okay. Let me rephrase the question. So the question is, I'm an RO. Uh-huh. I'm at a club match. My Shadow 2, I'm running to catch up to a competitor, and I didn't lock my holster, so my Shadow 2 comes plopping out of my holster. Can I, pull the shooter back and be like, okay, I'm the RO. I will unload and show clear. Yes, I say it's clear. Hammer down, holster. Can I do that?
I don't know if it's spelled out or not in the rules, but that's not how I would handle it. I would have another RO on the squad be the RO who picks up the gun and clears it because
Right.
I'm the one who dropped it. I'm the offender.
Right, but like as you just pointed out, it's not specifically spelled out, so there is a little bit of nuance to it that I agree with you. If I'm the RO on the stage and my gun popped out because my holster fell off, whatever the fucking reason, my gun is on the ground, I do not believe that I can give myself range commands because reason we do what we do is to have a third party that is verifying that we don't fuck up.
Yeah.
And so you got to start there. Is you literally we probably have to go in and write that in the rule book. Like, hey, we need like if you are the RO who dropped the gun, you can't
be the one who picks it up.
Right. But
are we sure? Like, I haven't looked. Are we sure it's not in the rule book?
I am definitely not the person for that one. I haven't read the rule book even when taking the class.
I mean, because you've had 2 RO classes. Do you remember off the top of your head?
Off the top of my head, no. And for the record, I got like an 88 on my last RO.
Oh, dude, I got an
test,
86.
So. Nice.
I actually missed. Usually, I only miss the rule citations. I actually missed 2 questions because I just completely misread the question and just answered it wrong.
It's like a hard as fuck test. Like, anyways, so Heidi, like, if you,
how would you know?
Because the reason I did attempt the test, and then I was like, this is fucking bullshit. And then my grandpa died, and then my ADHD forgot about it for like 6 months, and it was like, oh shit, I was supposed to do something. Anyways, so Heidi, as someone who has been multiple ROs at multiple majors and if you, how would you handle this situation?
Oh, okay, yeah. So if I'm on their RO and my gun pops off,
yes,
I'm going to call another RO to do it. Because whether or not it's in the rules, if I can or not, it feels like it's the
right thing.
The right thing. It seems like that's what they meant for it to be, even if it's not specifically written out.
So okay, so here's another question that popped up in the realm. Would you call stop? So you dropped your gun. The competitor has done nothing wrong. Would you stop their run?
I wouldn't hold it against somebody if they did.
Yeah, because there's a potentially like live gun just laying on the ground at this point.
I think the most wrong thing he did was pick up the gun with someone downrange.
Right.
The fact that he picked up the gun, like this whole rule about you can't pick up, only the RO can pick up the gun, you can't pick up your own gun. Like that's just to verify it's not loaded. Like that's what that's for. Like that's sort of a stupid rule, kinda.
Right, but it's to make sure that like, oh, I dropped my gun. I'm not handling a gun behind.
It's to have someone else, but handling the gun, like there's like 5 different rules he could have been DQ'd under.
Right. People got really fucking nuanced with it when it was like, dude, he touched a gun that was pointed at another human. End of equation.
Well, we can't really tell what direction it was pointed. I couldn't tell in the video.
Right, but like someone downrange of gun I am holding.
Yeah, handling gun with someone downrange is the problem.
Right.
For sure.
And because it's like as an RO, if I am very not hungover and very locked into the moment that is happening, I think that I would let him finish the stage to give him the proper, because once the gun has hit the ground, everything we fine. Like you just like, hey, no one fucking touch that. Like, okay, unload, show clear, cool. Walk back over there. Okay, cool. Now we're doing the drop gun procedure.
I mean,
but I could also see someone as someone who has yelled stop multiple times as a not RO, like not even as like a non-certified RO, but like as a member of the squad, I could see someone be like, stop. Holy shit, what the fuck is going on right now? Yeah. As a shooter, I could see myself being a little annoyed, but like once I understood, I'd be like, oh yeah, no, that is.
Yeah.
That's
I mean, no matter
okay.
what, if you're the shooter, like that's annoying and I'd be a little pissed about it. But I would also understand why. Yeah. Like the RO dropped a gun behind me. Yeah, I need to be stopped. And we need to clear the range so we can deal with this thing. I mean, there is also the notion that, well, it's just sitting there, no one's touching it. It's fine.
Right.
You know.
Right. Is if it was to have an issue.
The issue is picking the entire issue is him picking it up while the guy's downrange of him. That is the issue.
Right.
Dropping it, yeah, okay, yeah, that was a bad look. But like, it's no different than a RO at a club match whose regular gun falls out.
Right. They had to run after someone on a 20-yard run, and it bounced, boom, it fell out of the holster, and you're just like,
but odds are this carry gun is probably loaded.
Yeah, I've seen mixed reports on that.
Yeah.
But regardless,
I've also seen mixed, because like I had a pretty reliable source tell me like the day after this happened that the RO was DQ'd, and then someone in the Reddit who sounded like they knew what they were talking about said that they were not actually DQ'd, which would be kind of strange to DQ someone who's not actually in the act of shooting the match, like
but
retroactively.
Right. But someone posted the thought pattern of, okay, I've completed the match. I go to the safety table. I put my ammo can on it, and I start unloading ammunition. We can we can have the conversation that it's kind of fucking retarded to get to DQ me because I'm not technically doing something unsafe, but I am breaking a safety rule.
Yeah.
So just because you have shot 5 stages does not mean of a 5-stage match does not mean.
Yeah.
So it was a fascinating.
It was a very fascinating thing to happen. But we've beat this horse to death. I have one more question, and it was a thing that came up with a guy on my squad today that I just think is a fun question.
Okay.
I think Jeff and I have already had this conversation, but I don't think I've had this conversation with you, Heidi. How many times have you been DQ'd?
Twice.
Oh, you have?
I have, yep.
What for?
The first time was my second ever match and my first ever Pro-Am match. And it was like the second to last stage. And it was during unload, show clear. And I pulled the slide back, let it go forward, pulled the trigger, but I never dropped the mag. So I went off into the berm.
Oh, yep, that'll do it.
Yep. So
okay.
I learned not to do that. And then the second time it happened to me was when I had just gotten my Shadow 2. It was a Steel Challenge Thursday night match. It was hot. I was doing the pinch method to lower the hammer, and my fingers were sweaty, and it slipped out and popped one off into the berm.
So you colorfully DQ'd twice safely.
Right.
Yeah.
And I learned from both experiences, and I've changed my techniques on both of those.
Do you do the thumb between the hammer and the slide?
Yep, I do.
And then roll it up?
Yeah.
I do that too, but there was a couple times when I was practicing a couple weeks ago where like that hammer hit a little harder than I meant it to. And
I feel like my thumb is the perfect size for it.
Whereas I'm the guy that puts thumb on hammer, pulls trigger, lets it go down, and sometimes I go, I'm surprised that didn't go off.
You just do it like one-handed, like it's a revolver?
Yes.
Oh God.
We'll talk about this in the next episode, but I was training with my tax sports today, and Owen commented that I was trying to lower the hammer on the tax sport before I was like, oh wait, no, this is safety, not a double action.
Yeah, that's not going to work out well for you.
Because it's just so ingrained in me that like, oh, I'm done doing the thing.
Yeah.
Thumb on hammer, pull trigger, cool, done.
Okay, but I wasn't done asking Heidi questions. Now, the second part of that is, how many times should you have been DQ'd?
No comment.
Well, actually, at our classifier match here recently, I actually pulled the same kind of thing you did at that night match.
Oh, yeah.
Not ND. And like I was fully prepared to go home, but then they're like, well, wait a minute here. Actually, it was, it was far down range, and you weren't in the action of like manipulating the gun. And they're like, oh, it's not.
It just went off a little sooner than you meant to.
It was just a little. Yeah, I prepped the trigger a little bit harder and earlier than I normally would have.
And it impacted a berm or the range floor.
Yeah.
And not within 10 feet. So yeah, sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I count the one that Steven did not DQ me at the night match as one where, because I don't know. If he would have DQ'd me, there would have been no argument on my part whatsoever. I'd have been like, yep, that seems reasonable. There was a time where I pulled my gun out of my holster during a walkthrough, but it just went like up and down. Because I just got excited during the walkthrough, like, oh shit, and then nobody saw it, so I'm like, cool.
I broke the 180 in front of Russell, and then he didn't DQ me, and I looked at him and went, "Really? Okay."
Have you ever been DQ'd, Jeff?
I was DQ'd at a charity match that we do for Halloween. I left my Shadow 2 on, but I still had my like Red Hill Tactical just like bucket holster, and when I picked up my PCC off a table, the like stock grabbed the rear side of my iron-sided Shadow 2 and pulled it out of the holster as I was bringing it up to my shoulder, and so I was shooting, and they're like, "Stop!" and I'm like, "I've not done anything," and then they were like, "Drop gun." I was like, "Oh fuck yeah, drop gun." Interesting.
If
Luckily,
I ever get DQ'd, that's the thing. I just want it to be like a no-brainer. You
Right.
know, I don't want it to be an on the edge 180 call because that'll piss me off. Like,
Right.
I'll get mad.
you'll pull
You
a
know?
lane.
I just hope I torch a round off on a reload into the berm.
My favorite DQ will always be Cody Axon. He went for the reload and lit one off into the ceiling at an indoor match, and he unloaded and showed clear before the RO said DQ. Yeah, and he's like, he just turned around. He's like, "Sorry guys," like got a little excited.
No, my buddy Tyler, he DQ'd on the last stage of Area 3, the one time he shot Area 3 down in Grand Island. The last stage, he comes around the corner, and when he went to regrip the pistol, his support hand index finger went in the trigger guard, and he went to grab it, and then bang, torches a round off. But they didn't yell stop right away, but he knew, like, in his mind, this was a DQ. Like,
Right.
He had taken the class, this was an ND, and he just stopped shooting and started unloading. And then the RO is like, stop?
if finished,
And not if, unload and show clear. And so, yeah, but it was the type of DQ that when I took the CRO class, Ray Hurst just swears up and down is a horseshit call. If you torch off a round, prove I wasn't aiming. How can you prove I wasn't aiming? Because the way aiming is defined, like there's no way of defining it in the rule book.
Right.
So.
The dude that is transitioning from target at like your far right to your far left and lights one off like in between there, and you're like, "Yep, I was aiming at that target."
Had the RO seen what Tyler did though? Like by the letter of the rule, Tyler's was absolutely a DQ because he pulled the trigger with his left hand finger.
Right.
Like he didn't pull the trigger with his right hand. Like I torched off around a little early, like Heidi was talking about earlier. But my gun was on the way up. But I just got on the trigger a little early, you know. But no, I had one just a couple weeks ago, guys. And I know some people are very Bobby Jones, and they're gonna be like, "Nope, I DQ'd," and I'm not. If it's a thing nobody sees, I'm not gonna go run around and admit it. Especially if it's what I did. I got done shooting. I went over to the safe table, and I don't have like a gun rug. I just bring my backpack to the table, and then I put my pistol in my backpack. So that's exactly what I did. And then I'm at a table, which is a convenient place to take your mags out and put them in your bag.
Correct.
And there were still bullets in the mags. And so I put them in there, and then as I put the last one in, I realized, shit. And I still had one in my hand, and I quick put it in a pouch, and no one saw me. So,
Yep. I got a compliment from Robert up at your club at the night match because a new guy he put his bag on the table, took his gun out, put it in the holster, starts just pulling mags out and stuffing them, and I was like, "Hey, bud, like, just so you know, in the future." You can't do that. He's like, "Oh, okay." And like, so I put myself.
That was an outlaw match, so it was totally fine.
Right. So I put myself up there and started doing it. And I turn around. Robert's like, "Thank you for handling it that way."
Yeah.
And I was like, because I think that was the same match. You had like 3 guys who were shooting 1911s, and one of them had put his ammo can like on the safety table.
Yeah.
Just as like, I'm just going to keep it here while I wait.
I think that was 2 night matches ago.
Yep.
It wasn't the most recent one. It was like last fall, I do believe.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember Robert telling me about that. No, that happens. And that's another reason why I'm going outlaw with that match, because there's always a bunch of new shooters there.
It's annoying. But
yeah.
we were asking Heidi about DQs and we got sidetracked. Was there
No, we were still talking about DQs.
Ah, okay.
Oh, no, I asked how many times you should, and you just had like one more. Did that get finished?
Yeah, I mean, who knows? Maybe I broke 180 somewhere, but if I did, I didn't know
but I mean
about
that
it,
but,
like, yeah.
I just mean the ones where you know, like,
right.
Yeah, I should have gone home there. Yeah, that would have been because I've got like 3 where I know I should have, but no one caught me. So, like, I don't. Were we talking about that on the podcast where? Yeah. Oh, that was when we were talking to Tristan. Like, I'm not gonna like Derek Jeter getting hit by a pitch in the jersey.
Yes.
Yeah, we did talk about that. Yeah. Like, I'm not gonna be like, oh no, yeah, I totally like no. If you missed the call, you missed the call. I'm not gonna help you.
Yeah.
Correct. I do fall under that mindset.
However, if an RO is gonna call clearly 2 Charlie 2 Alpha, that I'm gonna correct. Like,
I've definitely talked myself into Charlie's before, where they're like 2 Alpha,
that's
and I'm
just
like,
gross,
right? And they're like 2 Alpha, and I'm like, really? And they're like, no, 2 Alpha Charlie or Alpha whatever else, and I'm like, okay, that lines up with what I thought.
Yeah,
and they're like, thanks for that. I'm like, I was just more confused, if I'm completely honest. Like, did I not see something?
Okay. Well, I think I know Jeff is irritated that we've gone 101 minutes right now. So, Heidi, thank you so much. It's always fun having you on the show. Really appreciate, even though it's just an annual thing. It's only been twice, but I've enjoyed you being on both times. So, appreciate you joining us. He is Jeff King. I'm Andy Erickson. This is Not Another Shooting Show.